Defeating the Shadow of Doubt is kind of an odd episode of Bibleman. While I think it gets the structure part of the episode right, and does a little more with Bibleman, as well as introduce characters and concepts that improve the show, the subject matter of the episode seems a little too mature for a kid's show. I can maybe see another Christian children's show doing this type of conflict, but I don't think a show like Bibleman is equipped for something like this. We might as well just get right into it. Bibleman is messaged by Pastor Rex, who is becoming increasingly concerned about a young girl going to the church named Kyla. Her parents have been fighting, and that seems to be having a negative effect on her. When Bibleman speaks with Kyla, we also discover that she has been doubting whether God is really there or not. She reveals that this all became clear to her when she found a small box in the church basement. Bibleman goes to investigate the basement and finds a similar small box. When he opens the box, a green swirly thing spins around his head, which causes him to doubt God. The green swirly thing in a box device is revealed to have been devised by the villain Shadow of Doubt, who Bibleman soon faces. Assisted by his friend Coates and his talking computer Eunice, Bibleman must find a way to help Kyla restore her faith and defeat Shadow of Doubt, all while dealing with doubts of his own. The main problem I have with this episode is the conflict. Don't get me wrong, I think the episode is structured way more effectively than the previous two. We get plenty of time to see how the main kid of the episode, Kyla, is trying to deal with her problems and her feelings, while also getting plenty of time to see how Bibleman is dealing with the episode's predicament. Having Bibleman also experience doubts like Kyla is a great concept. It allows for Bibleman to be more connected to the central conflict of the episode, rather than just being some dude who shows up to tell the kids what they need to do and then go defeat the villain. He is more human, more of a character. There's a great bit in the episode when he describes his feelings to his friend Coates.
I appreciate your concern, but I'm concerned about Kyla. Look, I know how she feels, Coates. I used to watch my parents argue when I was younger, and I hated it. Now, I know that somehow this thing and Kyla's feelings are connected. I made her a promise, Coates. I gave her my word. And I'm gonna keep my promise.
I think that's a good part on its own, but it's even better when you compare it to moments we've had with the character in past episodes. These things I have no problem with. The thing I have a problem with is the concept they based the episode around. Doubt. Having doubts about God doesn't feel like a concept you can easily communicate to children, much less make into a simple Bibleman episode. I'm not saying doubting the existence of something is beyond the comprehension of a child, but I don't think it's something you can construct a simple lesson around. You can easily teach a child that it is wrong to lie or wrong to gossip, because if you lie or if you gossip, you can see the results from those actions. Lying can result in people not trusting you. Gossiping can result in you having false impressions of those around you. But what does doubting result in? Maybe doubting results in your relationship with God being weakened, but what does that entail?
Sometimes God allows things to happen that we don't understand. But God will see us through it if we're patient. You see, our feelings can trick us into doubting our belief in God.
It seems hard to do.
Well, don't worry. God knows that too. Sometimes God allows things to happen that we don't understand. We don't understand. We don't understand.
Well, if we can never really know why God chooses to do these things, then why are you making an episode for children about it? Like I said, I think children can understand cause and effect pretty well. If you lie, this will happen. If you gossip, this will happen. But if you doubt, then I don't know, God just does stuff, I guess. I suppose I can admire the notion of trying to do an episode on doubt, but I just think it's too complicated to really simplify into something children can understand easily. I just think it's a bit much for Bibleman. Moving on to something a little lighter, this episode marks the first instance of Brian Lemons playing the main villain of the Bibleman episode. He would go on to play the main villain in quite a few more episodes, and I think he can be pretty good and pretty funny. In this episode, I don't know, he's alright. I think he plays up the Jim Carrey Riddler type shtick a little bit too much, but he can be funny in certain moments.
Ludicrous, get in here. Get off my toe. 2 Timothy 2:19 says that God's truth stands firm like a great rock, and nothing can shake it. Guess what?
He obviously puts a lot of slapstick-like comedic physicality into the role, so I can admire him for that. He has the only song in the episode, continuing the villain song concept from Silencing the Gossip Queen. Since the main cast of youth group kids aren't in the episode, we don't get treated to any other songs really, though we do hear a brief snippet of a song that these kids perform.
Finally, be strong in the Lord, and in his mighty power, you can take your stand against the devil's schemes.
There's a constant fight between wrong and right.
Very hip and cool. I can't say I'm that big of a fan of Shadow of Doubt's song. He isn't the one singing it, it's just some guy.
Who's the brand new evil in your town?
Shadow of doubt.
Who's the baddest bad guy all around?
Shadow of doubt.
All he really does is dance. I mean, it's a fun enough song, but I think I just prefer it when Bibleman villains are the ones singing about why they love what they do, and not just some guy singing for them. Also introduced in this episode is the villain's sidekick, Ludacris. This character, like Lemons, would appear in many more episodes, though played by a few different actors. The character of Ludacris is usually dim-witted and used mostly for comedy, but in this episode, I have to say, I didn't find him all that funny. He mostly just breaks the fourth wall or constantly irritates Shadow of Doubt.
You don't really need this because it's just the video prop, and those bricks aren't real. So you don't have to break through, you could probably just walk around. You see those bad guys? They didn't really have to go through all that smoke and sparks and stuff. They just did it because it looks cooler in the video.
I don't know, I just didn't really find him that funny. Similarly, Bibleman has a sidekick introduced in this episode, Coates, played by Mark Wayne. We really don't learn that much about who he is or why he is working with Bibleman, but I'm just happy that there's someone else there with Bibleman. Having another person for Bibleman to talk to further humanizes the character, even if he's just talking about Bible verses. I mean, at least he's talking about Bible verses with another person.
Coates, Bible quiz.
I love this moment near the end of the show with Coates.
We're going to teach that doubt character a Bible lesson of his own.
We?
Well, not unless you want me to have all the fun.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what type of weapon that is.
Don't you guys ever get tired of losing?
Oh, it shoots nets. I mean, I guess that's cool, but does it really warrant this reaction?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Coates also does this in the episode. Okay. The talking computer Eunice is also introduced in this episode, and she doesn't really do much. Eunice is voiced by Malo Upton, so maybe this character is just here so Willie Ames has an excuse to put his wife in the show again. The production quality of the show has been significantly improved compared to the previous episodes. I mean, it still looks like a Christian children's show, but it does look noticeably better. The special effects on the lightsabers are better as well, and I think the lightsaber duels themselves are improved. I think the choreography is better, and the sound of the sabers clashing is a bit more impactful. It's not a whole lot, but it does make a difference. I find it interesting that this episode doesn't end with Shadow of Doubt exploding or melting away as he is defeated. Rather, he just vanishes, never to be seen again. Maybe this episode is deeper than I thought. Lying and gossiping are things that we can defeat, but can we defeat doubt? Perhaps we can stop it for a moment, but it may be with us for the rest of our lives. Doubt can never be defeated. Doubt can never die. I don't know. What does Bibleman have to say about this?
When in doubt, wipe it out.
Oh. Defeating the Shadow of Doubt works well as a Bibleman episode. It's structured well, giving us enough time with the characters and the conflict, and many aspects of the production are improved. But I can't really get past the choice of revolving the episode around doubt. I think it unfortunately drags some of the more positive aspects of the episode down for me, but it doesn't ruin the episode. From this point on, I think Bibleman gets consistently better, but maybe I might have different feelings once I revisit future episodes. And hey, even if they're not as good as I remember, I think I can at least find something to talk about. I have an important announcement to make. I am not stopping doing the Bibleman Retrospective series, but I will be taking a break from it. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with this channel, and I know I want to do videos on stuff other than just Bibleman. I don't know if these videos are going to end up being similar to the Bibleman Retrospective series. They could end up being completely different. If you're not interested in the stuff I'm going to do, I completely understand. I don't know how frequently I'm going to be uploading, and I guess I don't even really know what I'm going to be making videos about. But I'm excited to do it nevertheless. Also, I started a second channel, Played Out VHS. That channel is going to be me talking about different physical media and my different physical media collection, stuff like Blu-ray and VHS, similar to what the first couple videos on this channel were like. So if you're at all interested in that type of stuff, then by all means check it out. I'll leave a link in the description, so I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching and stay tuned for whatever's next. See you later.